Okay, folks, welcome to my coverage of the second end of the line against Xcel War, which I believe took place last year. This is in honor of the upcoming war, which takes place January 25th, and which I will be casting as well, along with Ben, whose Vicious Eyes from my clan will both be casting that one on the 25th, so you should check that out. Just a little bit of an explanation for how custom scenario wars work typically. There haven't been that many since Zone times, but the format is still the same as it used to be. It's usually best of 9 between the two clans, and each clan picks 4 maps, which are their home maps, and then there's a decider map. So I don't know exactly how this set up. I wasn't really around at that time. I wasn't active during the war, so I don't know how it's set up, but it looks like the picks here are Europe for EoT, Archer's Blood for XL. I'm just guessing here based on the players. Grave Blood for EoT, Gwars for... I think Gwars for XL. Khan's Blood for EoT. King moves for XL. Smosh, I think, is the decider. Spider Blood for EoT, and probably Veteran for XL. So I have the lineups here as well. The final score is right down here. I'm not going to scroll down and show you because I actually didn't know until about 10 minutes ago what the final score is. I've never seen these recs before. It'll be nice to go through them and finally watch these games. And I know who won, but I don't know who wins the individual map, so that'll be interesting to see as well. So here's the lineups for EoT. We have Brood, Aqua, what's his face, Venny, Forgive Me, Alex, Marvel, Recon, Vicer. And for Excel, we have Kuvi, Tagruel, who's actually called Hun most of the time, or FCAN. We have Like GG, Cena, Tonberry, Nazgul, B, who I think is Barry? I don't know who B is, and Krasik. So just looking at these teams, I'd say EoT has the stronger team here. They're just more overall players. They'll be better at like Europe map and maps like Grave Blood, where it's just, you know, you have more going on. You need villager control and stuff like that. Although XL has some really good players, like GG, Cena, Tagruel, who are really good at micro and fast movement. So maps like Archer's Blood, they're going to have the advantage there, just because they're so fast. So without further ado, I'm going to go and I think Archer's Blood was the first game here in this series, judging by the time on the recordings. So I'm going to start out with Archer's Blood. Looks like it's side versus side, with Krasik and Cena being against Forgive Me, or Charlie. I'm probably going to call him Charlie, and Alex. Before this game starts, I think XL has the advantage. I think they picked this map, and they play Archer's Blood a lot more often than EoT ever has. Personally, I really hate this map. I think it's kind of one-dimensional. And I don't actually have like a desk to play on, so it's really hard for me to control the level of control that's needed for this map. I'm usually lying down when I play, so maybe that's why I hate it so much. So basically with Archer's Blood, you just gotta make sure your population is coming in and you're not losing too many, because there's no real kill upgrades until I think like 100 or 200 and you get crossbow, but usually the game's over by then. So basically you just gotta outpop your enemy, make sure you kill theirs faster than yours are dying, and push towards their spawn so you can kill them as they're coming out. So without any further ado, let's watch this game. Just watch how each team pushes against each other, the population counts, and you'll also see units going back and forth, which are distractors. And those kind of distract the arrows so the rest of your army can kill their army without being shot themselves. So here we go. As you can see, everyone's just kind of waiting. These spawns come in groups of 20, I believe. So yellow's pushing up against purple to try and push him, and green's coming along now. And the trick to 4-on-4 Archer's Blood, I think, is just to really utilize all of your army. Don't have any of them idle. Kind of like teal has a few idle here, orange has a few idle. You want to get them really tight together like this, and then stop so that you're using them all at the same time. You also want to have distractors like this, or like these, but you really don't want to use more than is necessary. Like 4 is the perfect number for distractors. Red's doing a really good job here with just 1. That means if you use 1 instead of 4, you're going to have those 3 extra archers that are basically shooting at your enemy. See, gray here is using 8, which I don't know if I agree with, but it seems to be working out okay for him. Right now, I'd say Xcel has the better positioning. They're really pushing down here, and this front is more of like a hold for them. As long as they can hold here and push onto purple spawn, they'll do better than EoT. So EoT's strong side is over here, but they're really not pushing forward, and Xcel just keeps pushing forward over here. I don't know what he was laughing about, but I think it's probably because they're pushing on both sides now. So if green and blue come up to here, they can block teal spawn as it comes out, which would be very nice for them. And yellow and red are going to block purple spawn. So what purple's done here is he's locked his gate and deleted a wall, which means all his archers automatically go that way, so they can't be shot. As of right now, it looks like EoT is going to lose this game, just like I suspected. Xcel just has way too much population. EoT can't really fight back here unless Xcel makes a huge mistake. And they're telling each other to... 31 is attack an enemy now in the taunts. And they're just telling each other to push up. So yeah, it looks like Xcel won this game handily. Archer's Blood rarely lasts very long, even side versus side. It's just really all about saving your population and making sure all of your archers are attacking at one time. The distractors for Xcel was really good. I think when you have a 4-on-4, you want to do it kind of like they did, where they have 2 on each side, and only one of those players is really distracting. So the other guy can focus just on attack, and the one player can focus on distract. So blue did a really good job with that. Red also did a really great job with the distracts going across, and you can see it worked pretty well for them. So yeah, that's the Archer's Blood game. So I guess it would be 1-0 for Xcel now. And going forward, I think it's EoT's map pick next, and I believe that will be Euro. So I'll see you again at the Euro recording. The way I'm going to do this war, I think this took a bit longer because it was the introduction video and I was showing you the lineups and everything, but I think I'm going to do it 2 maps at a time, unless the maps are like ridiculously long. Like I think the Euro game is going to be pretty long, so I'll do a separate video for that, which should come out right after this one. Alright, thanks for watching. It's 1-0 Xcel right now, and we'll see what happens in the next 8 games. Make sure you watch on January 25th, when they have their war number 3, which is the tiebreaker, because it's 1-1 in the wars so far. I'm not going to tell you who won this war. But yeah, we'll see on January 25th who's the better clan over time for the 2 of them. And I'll see you then. Thanks.